Today we're going to work with subtracting integers. When we are subtracting integers, we're really just changing it from a subtraction problem to an addition problem, because what we're going to do is add the opposite. We're going to change that subtraction to addition, and then we're going to change the second number to its opposite. And then we follow the addition rules to find the answers. So we have a couple of examples here. We've got 2 minus 3. Now normally we can't take 3 from 2 because we don't have enough. So we can change it to add the opposite by keeping the first number, changing subtraction to addition, and then changing the positive 3 to a negative 3. And then we have 2 plus negative 3. Now if you remember, if we have different signs, we find the difference and then assign the sign with the one with the most. So we have 2 and negative 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. I have 2 positives and 3 negatives, so I have more negatives, and so that's why it's a negative 1. If I have negative 2 minus 3, again that's subtraction, so we're going to change it to add the opposite. We're going to have negative 2 stay the same. We're changing subtraction to addition, and then we're changing positive 3 to its opposite. When I look at this addition problem, negative 2 plus negative 3, I see I have 2 negatives. So the rule for same signs is to add, and then the sign follows along. So 2 plus 3 is 5. They're both negative, so that means it's a negative 5. If I have 2 minus negative 3, subtraction, so we're going to change to add the opposite. 2 stays the same. Subtraction becomes positive, and negative 3 becomes positive 3. And so then I have 2 plus 3, which we know is 5. They're all positive, so this means this is positive. On this one, we have negative 2 minus negative 3. We're going to change to add the opposite. Negative 2 stays the same. Subtraction becomes addition, and negative 3 becomes positive 3. When I look at this, I have a negative 2 and a positive 3, so they're different signs. So I'm going to take 3 minus 2, and that's going to give me 1. I have 2 negatives and 3 positives. Because there's 3 positives and that's the most, it's a positive 1 answer. So we're going to change, these are the rules, we're going to change subtraction sign to addition, and then we're going to change the sign of the second number to the opposite sign, and then follow the rules for adding integers. Our first example is negative 6 minus negative 2. So we're going to change it from subtraction to addition, and then negative 2 becomes positive 2. Because I have different signs, I'm going to subtract. 6 minus 2 is 4. And negative 6 are 6 negatives and 2 positives, so it's going to be a negative 4. This one here, I have 5 minus 6. I cannot take 6 from 5, so I'm just going to follow the rules. We're going to change the subtraction sign to addition and change positive 6 to negative 6. The first integer stays the same. I have different signs, so I'm going to take 6 minus 5, and that's going to give me a 1. I have 5 positives and 6 negatives, so that means that my answer is going to be a negative 1. We can do the same with a number line. If I have 5 minus negative 2, I'm going to get positive 7, and this is how this works. So I'm going to start at 5, or 0, and then I'm going to add 5 to it. Now normally when I subtract, I go to the left, but in this case, because it's a negative 2, it's actually going to do the opposite, which is to add 2. And so it goes from 5 to 7. So there's our answer is 7.